Welcome to Beneath the Skin, the podcast where we take off the pretty and talk about what's hiding underneath. Everything you may think that you would say at midnight when the light goes down in your Uber and you do not want anyone else to hear or say or do, whatever it may be. I'm Alex, and with me is Siji. There you
I
go.
was actually distracting my phone.
Man, I know he always does that.
I
a
always
lot,
do that.
but
Right. I do that, guys. I'm human.
He's
just like you.
human. But let's jump to it. Okay. Again, thanks for the first episode. For all of you who viewed and commented on it, thanks again for your opinions that you've shared. Now, for this second episode or second segment, as it may, there is a story we're going to be sharing with you. Again, remember, we do not judge on this platform. We're non-judgmental. We just, speak to our opinions, what we think. It may never be always correct, but we just try to be real. So, Siji, are you ready for this today?
Bring it on, brother. Bring it on.
All right. So picture this, right?
Right.
Early in the morning in a quiet, VI area in Lagos. We do have a pastor. We're not going to call the name of the pastor who was taking his jogs, running around the estate, well-guarded, respectable estate. And for some reason, he fell.
Right.
Passed out, flat out, cold.
Oh, wow.
And, trust Nigerians now, people running, oh, what's going on? And this time around, I don't know if he went with his bodyguards or not, but, pastors, men of God, have their bodyguards.
Not
all of them.
Don't generalize.
Not just this particular one. So trust Nigerians running in with bucket of water and, instead of calling the ambulance, But then in the midst of all the commotion,
right,
a lady comes in, someone who knows what she's really doing, and says, please clear the way. She kneels down by his side, and she performs mouth-to-mouth CPR.
Okay.
And resuscitates the pastor.
Okay.
And then tells them to call an ambulance. And she says, hey, pretty much skilled in this.
Right.
Pretty much with a nursing background or something.
But she's not a doctor now. She just has the background in nursing.
Pretty much a medical background.
Right. Okay.
Right word. And then, the doctors then later say that, if she hadn't acted at that moment, he would be rest in peace.
Oh, dang.
So weeks go by, the pastor back in his pulpit,
right,
wearing his wide, holy garment, kept saying to himself, I must thank the woman who God used to save me.
Right. As he should.
As he should. So his PA tracks her down, calls her and says, sister, I need to see you. Come to the church office so I can express my gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
She replies, sorry, sir, I'm always busy. Lagos, clients every day. And then he asks, what do you do for work? And she says, I'm a facilitator and a practitioner.
Oh, nice.
The pastor is confused.
What field?
So he insists.
I'm just checking.
So he insists on visiting her, going to her place of work.
Right.
So weeks later, this man of God goes into one of the most beautifully lit places, he's ever seen. It smells good, like lavender.
Was that a spa?
I don't know. It smells good like lavender and
see, talk fast. I need to know what is happening in that office.
So, some jazz playing, he sees couples walking out happy,
right,
smiling.
Oh, it's a gym. See, Alex,
and
suspense
this couple
is killing me.
Looking delivered,
Delivered? Okay.
Yeah, but
it's
not in the church kind of deliverance.
See, Alex, I was struggling.
Man, calm down. Let me put
I don't appreciate. Tell me.
So the secretary, the office or the place has a secretary.
Oh, okay.
And the secretary says to him, please take a seat.
Right.
Mistress will be with you shortly.
Okay.
And then she works out, the person who saved his life.
Right.
Tall, confident, elegant,
She's
in
wearing
control.
high heels.
Yes, I think.
She's wearing
I
a tight
think.
skirt like
Now you're asking too much. So she walks out and she asks again, sorry, what do you do here?
Okay.
And she smiles, and says, I provide safe, sane, and consensual erotic experience for couples, for individuals,
Right.
anyone seeking power exchange or emotional connection. And the man is stunned, and obviously,
I mean, I'm stunned on his behalf too.
Yeah, and he says, blood of Jesus, and she laughs and she says, oh, it's not demonic.
Right.
It's she says it's not demonic, sir. It's therapy, but of a different kind of therapy.
Right.
And then she offers to show him strictly professional. And he hesitates. He prays silently. And then, okay, but only as a way of saying thank you for saving my life. He agrees.
Yeah, I'm curious, so.
And then she says, she then asks him, please, you've got to use a safe word or choose a safe word. Because as we go into the act, when you say your safe word, it just pretty much shows, the level that you can take, your level of comfort. And it says, well, my safe word is always blood of Jesus, or, something of that sort.
For that to be a safe word, then it's given something sexual.
My dear brother, I don't know.
I don't understand. Did you read the story before he came?
I didn't read it. You people are hearing this the first time that I'm hearing it.
All right, okay.
So obviously, moments, later, he's scoffed up.
Oh.
Yes, he's scoffed up, restrained, and he's wept, lightly.
Oh, okay, Pastor.
And she's explaining, boundaries, techniques, tension and release.
Oh, it's giving BDSM?
It's giving BDSM vibe.
Oh.
He screams, blood of Jesus, and she stops.
Right.
And he says, why did you stop? And she said, but, you just said your safe word, sir. And he says, no, please continue. Okay. Long story short, weeks later.
He went back.
No, I didn't. Weeks later, the pastor is at home. He brings out 5 of his finest belts.
Oh, wait. Along the line, did you mention if the pastor is married or not?
Oh, Ghana story,
No, I'm asking. When,
you
when
go
you're
hear
reading.
him now.
Oh, okay.
He got home. He brought out 5 of his beautiful belts.
Right.
4 for the limbs, 1 for the ministry.
I'm sorry.
He looks at his wife. That answers your question.
Oh, right.
He looks at his
He's
wife
married.
and he says, let's try something new in our devotion tonight. Apparently,
Deep sigh.
Apparently, here's the question. And if you're wondering, what did he try? Very simple. He tied the wife up, cuffed up with each belt and whipped her, and only God knows what happened. All right? In other words, whatever the mistress did to him, he enjoyed it.
But
he brought it home.
But we didn't. You didn't. The story didn't tell what happened at the end of the experience with the mistress. What was the?
Well now.
Was it like orgasm? Was that like?
Yeah, he had all the orgasms in the world he could get. It went well. He was happy.
Oh.
For you to go and now try this at home,
Right.
what do you think?
So are we going to judge the pastor for
No.
extramarital?
Slow down. The question is.
Are you saying my blood is hot?
The question is: has the pastor sinned?
Oh.
Is he free or is he lost? That is one part of the question. And the second part of the question is, who is the real hypocrite here? The man who pretends is above desires, or the woman who leaves her truth with no shame? Oh yeah? You can talk or the talk or you can talk.
So the table is mine.
The table
I
is
can jump
yours.
and do anything I
Jump
want.
and do what you want to do.
Wow, that is very interesting. Very interesting topic. It just felt like I was watching a movie, and But again, you guys need to understand one
We
thing.
don't
That we
judge
don't judge.
at
Right.
all.
This is just opinionated, and you have every right to say what you want. Nobody's going to judge you.
Yep.
Just like we're not therapists, we're not doctors, we're not psychologists or whatever. So, I mean, he's a psychologist by profession. I am not. So,
God, throwing me out there. All right,
but as a married man, right? I understand. I'm grateful for the mistress for bringing this man back to life. But I felt like that experience was meant to bring a revelation.
Indeed.
Of what he fancied low key, and he got to realize that this is who I am. She helped him to also realize this person, and at the end of the day, I think it's helped up. I think I'm speeding up because I realized that it kind of helped them to spice up their marriage.
Absolutely.
Right now they've discovered something new.
Okay.
So where I'm just gonna maybe we don't judge, but where I might just fault the pastor a bit was he probably could have the fact that he probably enjoyed it outside his marriage, the whole experience. He probably had an orgasm and stuff. Then that's more like he could have stopped along the line, or when he got into the place and he saw everything, out of because you're a pastor, because you're curious, he just turned back like, I don't want to.
He didn't know.
It. He didn't know what he saw change, and they tied you. You're dead sitting there.
Maybe he's naive.
Wait, what? Is it 5?
Not everyone knows about this.
Knows about what?
BDSM or other ways of pleasure apart from
this pastor was curious.
He was there. You go.
Right, he was curious. But curiosity, this is a sexual setting already. You know that this is a sexual setting for sure. So that alone.
Okay.
It was meant to flee.
Not every room.
It was meant to flee.
He didn't
According
flee.
to what the Bible, he didn't flee. So he went right into it.
Yes.
So pastor, I'm sorry. I'm not judging, but I mean, you're a judge, but however, now I think the question is, the first question should be, what was the first question again?
The first question is, has a pastor sinned? That's the first one.
Is it like the fact that he went to do it outside or with his wife? Which way is the sin coming in from?
We could look at it on both ways. From everything you've heard, did the pastor sin, in our opinion?
All right. So, I mean, look, who are we to judge? Who are we to condemn? Me too. I get my own for corner, but my own is, as a pastor, probably at that time, he's supposed to know the right thing to do, like flee.
Yeah.
Right. But then he experienced it, and that alone, if you go biblically on it, then he just did something wrong.
Okay.
Right. However, there was a revelation. He discovered something new about himself. Yes. Right. And now he went back home to experience with his wife.
He didn't go back again. We don't know if he went back again or if he tried it with Sister Mary. He went back to his wife.
The story says he went back to his wife and they tried it.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the wife likes it.
That we're not yet that way.
Right, so
that story is incomplete. We don't know if.
So first and first, the pastor is human. Right,
True.
The pastor is human. So, and I believe sex is meant to be enjoyed by a couple, a married couple, right? The pastor was wrong, allowing himself to go through such experience by somebody else, another woman. I think the pastor was wrong. However, if he brought it home and the wife enjoys it, listen, I mean, I believe God created sex for them to enjoy, and for them to be creative.
Okay.
Married people, for you to be creative, for you to enjoy it. A lot of people might say that that's a kink. And it's wrong. I mean, I don't see where the Bible talked about kink. I mean, about people being kinky. I don't know. But as long as it doesn't hurt the person, as long as you're not hurting the person, as long as it's consensual, and as long as, you both are honest about it and enjoy it, right? Then, enjoying it, rather, then, hey, pastor, go on. But one thing is, I don't feel like you go out there and start sharing what you and your wife do behind closed doors to the congregation. And so that's how I discovered I carry belts. I go out, tie my wife, and bro, we don't want to hear it.
Okay.
This is between you and your wife, so you guys just have fun. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to know what you're doing. And as long as he keeps it with his wife and it doesn't keep going back to, but you see, it's just going very hard because that whipping that lady must have whipped him must have been very special.
My dear.
They must have gotten some kind of, unless they now decide to buy those whips that they sell there and they brought it home. And maybe the wife is not even whipping properly, then might want to go back.
Well, you see, he didn't even buy enough her whips.
Oh,
he now brought his finest belts.
Right. I mean, listen, I will just for the past, as long as it doesn't go back.
Yes.
And as long as it's just with his wife and they keep enjoying it, then for me at my house, so I'm speaking for myself. I feel like I don't see anything wrong with you being a couple and being creative And but again, where I think that then it might start becoming a sin is when they get addicted to it.
Okay.
And it becomes an addiction, because if you become addicted to it and you do it often, and it's just like and it makes probably start hurting the other person, because or if they're very addicted, there's no way they will not go out to want to explore
more,
or bring in a third or fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, which now becomes broad, but just if you're doing it with such limitation, and it's not so much, and you can just enjoy it once in a while, and I mean hey
Well, viewers, you heard it.
right.
Again, our opinions, we are not judging anyone, but it boils down to, can you be close to God or your higher power and still be real with your flesh, like this pastor, man of God, was real with his flesh?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Look, I think people just hold pastors at a very high, level, and these people are human. Their work is to, live right and, preach and win souls for Christ, right? And, do things. But we just paste a lot of holiness on these people and expect a lot from them. They are human first, right? If he's married and, is, like I said, being creative in their home, and they're not hurting each other, or, and it's consensual and they're having fun, they're happy about it. There's nothing wrong. I mean, even God will be happy that they're happy, right? And it's a happy home and it's not affecting other people. So what's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything. I don't think that the Bible or I don't think the heavens will judge them for doing that, for being excited.
Okay, so you can be spiritual and sexual. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Why did God create sex? I mean, again, too much of everything is bad. Like unless he's now becomes a sexual addict and she's not liking it, or he's not liking, and the other way, and it's not liking, or she's not liking it, and and there is no togetherness, and one person start complaining about, right? Then I feel like that might be where the issue starts, right? But if they are on the same level, right, and they're fitting each other very well, and there's no issue, and it's it's things of, it's sex, and it's being creative, and coming up with new ideas and stuff. Hey, if God didn't want them to be creative, I don't think it would. I don't think sex would have been created, right? So, right. So again, my opinion.
You're all hearing it from a very experienced.
Hey, brother.
A very experienced human being.
Be careful, there's no experience. This is talking from research and knowledge and everything.
Now I'm going to sort of divert a little bit, right? And I'm going to divert to this a very similar direction.
Right.
A couple, strong spiritual background, they go on a fast, a prayer and fasting. Right. The woman is so much committed to that. They start the fast, but the man, who is also committed, but midway through the commitment, maybe it was meant to be 6 to 6 p.m. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. fasting,
right?
And at 12 noon, our guy is saying, "Auntie, let's go to the other room. They do me."
Right.
Spiritual and sexual. What do you advise? Stop or break your fast? Go satisfy our guy in the other room, and then continue your fast. Try fasting.
That's where patience come in. Like, bro, she's your wife. She's not going anywhere.
Okay.
You should be able to control your flesh and body and spirit at that moment. She's there. Like the
spiritual
how long,
and sexual.
How long is the fast meant to go for?
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 12 noon.
And he's having...
Brother is saying, "Auntie, let's go to the other room."
No, come on now. Speak life into your body right now, brother.
Okay.
You gotta
speak life into your body, right? You're speaking life into it. And you're looking for a child. No, at noon...
They're looking for children. Listen, it's like when it comes at that 12 noon, it's not going to come back. That's going to be the end of it. Like... That the body is made.
That is that's conjugation is the one that brings the child.
What if it is not? No, because you're going hypothetically speaking now, so you have to look at the null part of it.
100%.
So what if it is not? So,
okay.
What if it's not? No, but then a lot of people say, "Oh, we're very religious these days," but you guys have chosen this religious part of it, and this is what you want. You're praying for it. You're fasting for it. It just dedicate your time and put into it. Again, I'm not a pastor, right? I've not read the Bible so much for me to know how this thing, but I just feel like, guy, just hold on a bit. If at that period the country dissolves and it's not there again, it might come later at night, it might come later at 6 p.m. safe, but the God that you're praying to, now I'm gonna go there.
He's going there, yeah.
The God you're praying to will not let you down at that moment of your fasting and you're praying for something. And no, speak to your flesh. You don't know even that's the devil that's trying to make you break that fast so that your prayers will not be answered. No, you look, I understand this because there are times where I'm a Christian, I fast, right? And there are times when I'm fasting and I could go on social media and I just see something that I'm not supposed to see. But my flesh wants to just keep going like, oh, okay. But then I'm just like, this is not right because, but I've learned to understand that fasting is about you being humble. Right, in the presence of God. It's not like, you have to go deep like the old traditional church thing. It's about humility, just, being humble and, let your supplications be known to. Let me just go to God at that period, just pray and He's going to listen. So if at that point, you're feeling, your head is filled with, sexual desires, I don't say anything wrong, but then just pray about distract yourself, go read the Bible or something, just distract yourself from it and let the distraction go away. But if you're praying to God at that moment, you want a baby, you're praying to God, then I don't think God is going to leave. God doesn't leave His own, at that time, bro. Oh. Yeah, He does.
Hear it, word.
By the end of the day, this is here, but this story is just because they are both religion people, so we just dive into it, but again, guys, this is don't get offended, this is not a religious show, but at the end of the day, we just have to but I'm done. This is okay. Put your own comments.
And my comments are, how do they say it in court when you have knowledge? I plead the fifth. There you go.
Plead the third. That's how they say something.
Viewers, I'll tell you this, and in my humble opinion, right, again, I believe in as much as we think that God holds pastors accountable.
Right.
I believe we're all equal in the eyes of God.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I also then strongly believe that, the people who stand before you in the pulpit wearing these beautiful garments, they are humans. Right. They have needs, they have feelings. Just like, when they siphon your offering and use it to buy private jets, we hold them accountable.
Brother.
I'm being real. It's the same thing. Just like when they do their kinks, BDSM, whatever it is, and those who decide not to be gender confirming, those who do not want to go through the man to woman and go astray. Everyone has their own thought. People say it's wrong, it's a sin, but at the same time, I stand with the fact that, we cannot judge anyone, right? And at the end of the day, religion should restore people.
Right.
That is what I think the essence of religion is. Restoring people rather than burying them alive in shame. That is my opinion. On that note, it's been really great having you all, viewing this, listening to this. Again, these are all our opinions. We're just here to share stories that are shared with us, and people have given us the authority to sort of explore them and get your opinions, see what you have to say as well. And we are excited to share this with you. Well, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone out there, once again, thank you for being part of this segment or episode on Beneath the Skin. Remember, do not be afraid. Speak to your truth, stay to your truth, and you're human. On that note, Siji, thank you for recording. You're recording, thank you. And until we see again, this has been In the Skin. I'm Alex, and that is Siji. Thank you.
I am Siji.
Bye.
So sip into your beautiful, sip into your perfect. Right.